Yo, if you don't know me, I'm fine, bro. I know you guys know who this guy is. Maybe.
But the thing is,
but I know you guys most definitely know MPJ. Okay, he's an NBA's biggest yapper. One of the funniest dudes in the NBA, seriously. And yeah, we're just gonna react to this video, see what the fuck. Because seriously, like I see some of his clips sometimes online. I'm just like, bro, this guy just they really gave this nigga 2 platforms. Like he's a social media influencer, I guess now, and also he's in the NBA, so people kind of listen to what he says.
but the thing is, like, if you have a gay son, he's probably gonna be gay and he's gonna be a thought at the same time.
Today we're talking.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, that's some shit that this nigga was saying. But he's kind of right, though. He's kind of right. He's kind of right. Making a gay son a thought daughter at the end of the day, you might have a gay son and a thought son. So it's like, this nigga's gay and also getting cracked by every nigga. Ah, bro, come on, bro. That was not in the fucking, that was not in the terms and what's it single? Terms and restrictions. Like, I thought if I pick gay son, you'll be a loyal young man that at least will have one boyfriend. But, bro, you're a thought too, gay? Come on.
Talking about the biggest yapper in the NBA, Michael Porter Jr. Now, in NBA history, we've seen many ball hogs.
Why is this guy live on the kitchen?
Or like recording shots. Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Kevin Durant, Tracy McGrady, Carmelo Anthony. These are guys that all like to shoot contested shots. And Michael Porter Jr. is no different. At 6'10" with a 7-foot wingspan, this guy's shooting some of the most contested shots we've seen.
He be making that shit, though.
There's one thing that differentiates him from the rest of the guys I mentioned earlier. Because after listening to this guy talk about furries,
he got social media.
We're here to discuss why Michael Porter Jr.'s brain needs to be studied. We first got to go back to high school. Okay, this guy was probably one of the best high school players that I've ever seen in my life.
Gotta be yellow.
What the hell is this? Oh no! My Clark. Oh my god! Nah, can never disrespect the fucking GOAT. Clark is funniest thing of all time. I just didn't really see him. Clark was really him back then.
This guy was lighting it up in Seattle. He was ranked right behind Marvin Bagley as
Clark was really him back then
in the nation.
He doesn't be really. I mean, he wanted to gambling now.
Roy was also his head coach in high school, so that definitely sharpened his skill set. But coming out, Boy was also as the second best player in the nation. All right, I personally thought he was the best player. Brandon Roy was also in high school, so that definitely sharpened his skill set. But coming out, he decided to commit to Missouri. But he ends up blowing his back out in his first game in college, all right? He herniates his disc. And according to him, during this injury, this is when he became addicted to women, all right? He was caught on camera talking about some blondes, plotting and scheming, hunting, breathing with his mouth, all right? Salivating at the opportunity. 6'10", light skin. This was like 2017, 2018. You know, light skin stocks were up. Steph Curry,
we was on our peak. We was on our prime back then. I ain't even gonna lie. I used to walk outside and it was just straight glaze. Everywhere. Just light skin was on the top. I mean, we still get some love now, but everybody just calls us evil. Like, what the fuck? Fuck you. We're not fucking evil. Some of us actually go to church and tend to God.
In the NBA, Trae Young going crazy in college basketball. I thought light skins were going to take over the world. All right, I thought they were going to start a revolution. So he sits the entire year, and NBA scouts, they don't really know what to do. Clearly out of high school, this guy was projected to be a top 5 pick. I mean, if there wasn't a one and done rule, he probably could have went straight to the league. He was already 6'10" when he was in high school, had all the skill, could shoot the piss out of the ball, but his back was cracked. So instead of doing regular draft workouts, Michael Porter Jr., he did one big examination.
I didn't go work out for any team. I just had one pro day. All the teams came to me in Chicago, and they're all top 10 teams have their doctors there, and they're just evaluating me. The guy from the Clippers was the head doctor, and he's the one that wrote the report. It's like, yeah, he probably won't ever play again.
The Clippers doctor basically assessed his back like Japanese tectonic plates, all right? It was about to explode. I had a 9.4 in his spine, all right? But the Denver Nuggets at pick number 14 decided to take a gamble and draft Michael Porter Jr.
He won a ring too,
so. Pick before, they decided to take Jerome Robinson.
Yeah.
Who the hell? But now
where the hell is that guy at these days? Does he even play?
He's in the league, right? Now he has a
Is he like studying, like teaching at some random college out there in fucking Missouri or something? Maybe Kansas? Who the fuck is Jerome Robinson?
That he could actually survive in the NBA, become a star player that he was once promised to be. But as soon as he enters the league, before he even steps on the court, he leaks Adam Silver's phone number and email on Snapchat. All right, shout out to Michael Porter Jr. Just a special individual.
What?
He leaks Adam
This nigga's gotta be retarded. How the fuck you did not know not to post some shit like that?
Silver's phone number and email on Snapchat. All right, shout out to Michael Porter Jr. Just a special individual. All right, genius from the boy right here. But slowly but surely, after he recovers from his back injury, he starts working himself into the Nuggets rotation. He quickly establishes himself as the third scoring option on the Nuggets behind Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic. Although he isn't as ball dominant, he's molding his role. He's showing a lot of sacrifice, a lot of maturity and growth on the court. You could even say the injury really humbled him. But this guy, he's a gooner at heart, because when he started his podcast, Curious Mike, he was getting curious on the court. All right, he's curious about, you know, a bunch of his teammates like Nikola Jokic, Trae Young, his AAU teammate, and
this shit don't make no sense.
This was one of the wildest
Bro,
podcasts.
pretend like he didn't be a shit.
Well, let's start off with Michael Porter Jr. admitting that the first time he started gooning, he got immediately caught by his mom.
How old were you the first time that you saw porn?
Man, my mom caught me too. But I really didn't want, I just looked up, like I think I probably was in like, maybe when I was like 11 or 12, maybe 13.
So like,
So, 11, 12, 13.
and I just looked up like naked girls or something like that.
Yeah, like you like
But I was
Googled
like,
boobs or something.
I was like, all I
You can
saw
just
was a
see
naked
this
girl,
shit?
like,
And
Nah,
the podcast, the
I'm
entire
like, finding out about porn, even though this is, do not do that shit, that's evil, bro. Trust me. If you're able to beat that shit, hey, get out of there. But bro, that shit, finding out that shit is like a thing as a kid, bro, that is like walking into a candy store, bro. It's like, flavors, that shit. Nah. Hey.
He's a
Don't do that,
Later
guys.
on in the
Seriously.
podcast, we get into a Hall of Fame NBA podcast clip.
Imagine like you just meet someone in the lobby and like you're not attracted to them at all, and it's like, okay, now you have to f them and pretend that you like it.
no, that's definitely
It's
tough.
awful.
Nigga said that sounds like a hard life. That sounds like some shit I wouldn't want to do. Oh my god, that's definitely
No, that's
tough.
definitely tough. But back to his on-the-court activity. People start noticing that Michael Porter Jr.
That's definitely
he never
tough.
passes the ball. He starts getting nicknames like Michael Never Swing the Rock, Michael the Possession Ends Here. This guy just starts knocking down the most contested, the most ridiculous shots, the highest
makes them
difficulty
shit,
of
though.
difficulty. Which honestly, now that I think about it, it kind of suits him. You know, he's so boneheaded, but he's so confident that he doesn't really see contest. He doesn't care if it's a bad shot, all right? The possession ends here with him because it's hitting net anyway. Confidence is at an all-time high, all right? And when he was asked about who he felt like was a better shooter than him in the league, this was his response.
Stephen Curry. That's the only one I'm giving like a clearly can shoot better than me. Yeah. There's dudes that are on the same, like I think D-Book, Klay Thompson, KD. Like if I got in the gym with like Duncan Robinson, he probably could shoot with me. Trae Young, Dame. But like I think Steph is the only one that's like clearly a better shooter.
So his confidence is at an all-time high, all right? And you can't really blame him. You know, this guy's one of the best basketball players in the world. He's shooting every shot. It's net most of the time. This guy was light-skinned, all right? He was unstoppable, all right? He was so unstoppable.
He got
that
a tag now,
started on
too.
Andrew Tate in front of the Huzz.
And then the other thing I do is like I need to see a little bit about their like beliefs. So I'll, like I'm not saying I'm a misogynist or anything, but I'll throw on some Andrew Tate and see how they react.
Yeah,
Or I'll
like
like
Andrew
just
Tate
see,
from like
or
5
I'll
years ago.
throw on,
Andrew
or I'll
Tate.
bring up like.
And to put him over the top, then he starts getting some money. Okay, 5-year, $207 million.
Fuck, bro, this guy's
Then he
unstoppable.
starts hooping out of his mind.
What can this guy do wrong? 6'10", light skin with a $207 million, bro. Like, bro, are we dead ass? Like, are we dead ass? Like, bro, come on.
In
This
the
nigga is
playoffs,
unbeatable.
He helps the Denver Nuggets
Hey, he's nice
win
at hooping. Hey, he got a ring.
championship.
Ah, fuck this guy.
He becomes a champion. Not only was this guy addicted to woman, this guy was also addicted to winning. All right, here he is holding a house party. This is one of my favorite Michael Porter Jr. clips right here.
Yo, what's good? What's good? What's up? What's good? Vlog? What's good? Vlog? My friend right here. Wait, guys, this is Mike.
Hello, I'm Michael.
So this guy's on top of the world, all right? He's pretty much accomplished what most people want to accomplish in the NBA. Get some money, get some huzz, win a ring. He's living the dream life,
Yeah,
but
no, I wanna
suddenly
retire.
things started taking a turn. But before we get to
No
the rest
way.
of the video, guys, I'm currently looking for an editor. Make sure you email me at this email right here, all right? Let's get on to the rest of the video. His older brother, Jonte Porter, who played on the Toronto Raptors, he gets suspended after being caught gambling on NBA games or helping other people who gamble games, you know, hit their props. And it wasn't really hard to catch this guy, okay? You could tell this guy's guilty. Look at him banking this lucky-ass three. He definitely tried to miss that. Look at his face after. This one's the funniest one. He tries to get a steal to avoid getting a rebound. Ball ends up falling right to him. And he taps it away because he doesn't want the rebound. What's even funnier is right after he tapped that ball, look at him in the background right here. He starts tapping his eye, saying he has an eye issue. And no joke, he ends up leaving the game with an eye injury. While all of this stuff was happening, MPJ was busy with Steiny discussing furries.
My kid's not gonna be a furry, I'll promise you that.
If you send your kid to public school though these days, it could come back and be like, Dad, I think I'm a cat.
I'm just playing. But as the leader of the Curious Mike podcast, as an elite podcaster himself, of course he had to have a moment of honesty with his loyal listeners.
People that struggle with alcohol, people that struggle with drugs. You know, my brother, for example, struggled with gambling. My vice has always come in the form of women. And when I'm far from...
Okay. My brother struggles with gambling. I struggle with girls. All right.
I never struggled with the gambling addiction. I never struggled with that vice. God gave me a lot of money because maybe he figured I could handle it and not, you know, lose myself in that area. And maybe Jonte, he wasn't blessed with tons of money because he struggled with that area of the idolization of money, you know?
But God gave you all these women. Okay, hold on. So, but God gave you all these women, so you're able to, what? Like control yourself? Like, do you even control yourself? Like, I'm so confused. So, God didn't give your brother money, so you wouldn't give his life away. Well, he gave you money and bitches. So you can, I don't know. I'm genuinely confused. I don't know what to say.
Very interesting, Mr. Curious. So the theory that he's presenting us is that he was able to be blessed with woman and money because he could handle it, and his brother couldn't. He couldn't handle any of that. Throw his brother under the bus, but then Michael Porter Jr.'s life takes another turn. Because on June 30, 2025, Shams announces that Denver is trading Michael Porter Jr. to the Nets for Cam Johnson, all right? They actually packaged a first-round pick, an unprotected first-round pick with Michael Porter Jr. to move him for Cam Johnson, and there's
that was the dumbest trade ever.
One is salary, right? Remember they gave him that $200 million deal earlier? They wanted to cut down on their luxury tax, and Cam Johnson, he doesn't make as much as Michael Porter Jr. Another thing about Cam Johnson is he's sort of more willing to accept and accelerate in that third option role compared to Michael Porter Jr. MPJ has kind of outgrown that third option role because he's such a good talent, such a good scorer of the ball. He kind of needs the ball in his hands and wants to play as the first option too. And as soon as he gets to the Nets basically tell him to shut up.
Even like the organization, like we've just had conversations, you know, that they would appreciate if I stayed clear of certain topics. So I try to be just aware of that.
And there's a reason for this, okay? Because when Michael Porter Jr. decided to join Plaque Boy Max's Twitch stream, he started talking crazy. All right, first he was asked about when he was a high school player, how many points he thought he could have put up in today's WNBA.
You play for Mocan Elite, right?
Yeah.
Mocan Elite versus Indiana Fever.
It's a smooth 40-piece, bro. Smooth 40-piece, bro.
Then he was asked the classic, the infamous, the all-time would you rather question.
Would I rather have a daughter or a gay son? I'm not gonna hold you, bro. Both of them would hurt in the heart, though. We from Missouri, so
it's
like
different cultures,
it's
chat. You feel me?
different out there, like, but both of them will be tough, gang.
Then he gets asked another question about women's basketball.
If the women's Olympic team played the McDonald's boys All-American, who would win?
The McDonald's boys, in my opinion.
By what?
Probably like 10. I don't think it would be a blowout. I think it would be.
What they winning by, Mike?
If the Olympic team played the McDonald's boys All-American high school players,
yeah. What you would have did as a McDonald's All-American?
brother. I'm not even gonna hold you, bro. It's one of them things, bro, where you can't dance around it, bro. At the end of the day, like, when I was in high school, it was like grown men, bro. We were grown men, pretty much. Like me, Trey Young, DeAndre Ayton, Gary Trent, PJ Washington, like.
Damn, now that's a crazy lineup.
If we play the WNBA All-Star team, I mean, that's a no disrespect, bro.
I think it could be close. Caitlin Clark Cole, what the?
Who was that?
And look, there's many
Are we that ass?
talking about
Like,
women
yeah,
versus
yeah, Killing Clark tough, nigga, but we got DeAndre Ayton in the paint and fucking PJ Washington. That's just them too. You got me, bro. 6'8" guard, risking one woman's guarding him. Like,
men's
nah,
basketball.
it's true,
I
bro.
completely understand.
That's not
why
a 100
Brooklyn
piece.
Nets told him to basically just, hey man, shut it down, man. But he gets snubbed from the All-Star game. Okay, they decide to put Norman Powell and Pascal Siakam in over him. I think he's genuinely just dumb. Like, he's just the biggest yapper in the NBA. Can't keep the word.
Nah, he will be an All-Star eventually. But hey, hope you guys like, comment, subscribe, and bro, This dude's just funny as shit.